What this is a library of the future, so to speak. It is, or will be for the university, what libraries have always been for universities, namely the heart and soul of the academic enterprise, the hub around which everything revolves.
Xavier University's McDonald Library has undergone a renaissance, revealing a glimpse into Xavier's future. The first floor has been transformed into a prototype of one of the key components of the future Hoff academic quad, the Learning Commons.
The prototype for the Learning Commons, where we are right now, is our chance, as it were, to play in Peoria before we have to go to Broadway. A chance to try this on and see how it works. We had this idea that integrating all kinds of services in a single service point would be really useful for our students, for our faculty, so we get to see how those work.
In the prototype is the Information Resources Center, an integrated service point for students, faculty, and staff. It blends the library's circulation and reference desks and the technical help desk into one single area of support. Xavier is the first university in the nation to form a fully integrated Information Resources Division to properly support the Information Resources Center and the Learning Commons.
The technology that's in the Learning Commons is very rich, it's very robust, it's ubiquitous. I mean, it's everywhere. But it really is not about the technology, it's about the way that the technology really supports learning.
It's based upon an infrastructure that is strong and is flexible and dynamic. All those words meaning it's when we open it up, it'll be cutting edge, but we also are building in flexibility. So as technologies change and users' needs change, we'll be able to adopt the resources in the Commons to meet those needs.
So it's really important for my generation as a student to have this new technology, and the prototype provides a perfect, means of fulfilling that requirement.
Also in the Learning Commons prototype is the Collaborative Learning Zone, a study area designed to facilitate social and collaborative learning.
The model of the prototype really fits the learning needs of the students today that might be coming to Xavier and that are already here in a number of ways. One, they're used to working in groups. They get a lot of group assignments, a lot of collaborative work where they need to come and meet with other colleagues, work on a project, look at their laptops, create presentations, that kind of thing.
There's still value and room for books, for students to think, for students to work through problems. But I think at the same time, we're recognizing more and more that there is a very important social component to learning that we have to value, that we have to validate.
I like that it's open as opposed to the original layout for the first floor in the library. It's more of a comfortable environment.
Also central to the Learning Commons prototype is the Center for Teaching Excellence. It is comprised of an experimental high-tech learning studio, a digital media lab, and a faculty lounge.
The technology that we're offering will support teaching by allowing faculty to experiment in a lot of ways that they haven't been able to before.
When I saw that, I thought, is there a way to do virtual experiments for my students? Maybe when they couldn't use a chemical that may have some inherent dangers, but still might allow them to see reactions at work.
The Center for Teaching Excellence provides resources on many levels. We'll have, and these are resources that are not only from the outside, the whole range of pedagogical journals and books that faculty will have access to, but the expertise that Xavier faculty themselves have.
The future Learning Commons will also bring together such areas as academic advising, career services, international education, and a variety of academic support services, such as the Writing Center.
So for me, what's really great about this era in front of us is that, yeah, we're going to get a bit bigger. Yeah, we're going to have more square footage and more acreage and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, the facilities are going to be a little snazzier. But you know what? They're going to enable us to pay careful, closer attention to the students who will be here in the future.
I think in terms of the institution, it certainly makes us a more attractive place for potential students. It allows us to very clearly, very legibly present to prospective parents, prospective students, other externals that we've thought a lot about what they need, and we're trying to create a purposeful learning environment for them that's very flexible.
This will help us not only recruit some of the best faculty and students in the nation, but it will really play such an important part in Xavier preparing students, as well as any university in the nation, to make a contribution to the society in which they live.
Everyone wants to come, and everyone wants to see what's going on, and they're so excited for the future if this is just what one aspect of the future holds for them. And we're just so excited to add on to Xavier and all the reconstruction that's going to take place. It's really exciting.
I don't want to get bigger for the sake of getting bigger or better for the sake of getting better. I want to do bigger and better in a way that makes Xavier more authentically what it always has been, and enables us to continue being that even better in the future. I believe we can do that. I believe we can do that.